Hello crafty friends and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm introducing the new Bundle of Joy die set from the Little Smiles collection by Spellbinders. We will be creating a very sweet little scene of a special delivery from the sky. We have a stork delivering its bundle of joy. Well, before we get started, I would really appreciate if you could take a minute to subscribe to my channel and hit on the bell icon so that you get notified every time I post a new video. Let us first take a look at the Bundle of Joy die set. Now, this set includes a beautiful collection of little die cut pieces, which would be perfect to create a beautiful scene of a stork bringing in a special delivery from the sky. The stork peeking from the side with its delivery cap, and also a little baby with a bunch of different accessories, including a tiny bow, little beanie, mittens, and socks. We also have a washcloth in which our baby can be bundled up. The scene comes to life with a cloud backdrop as well as some beautiful little stars to fill the night sky. When assembled, the stork and the baby measures approximately 3.4 by 3.35 inches. Now, I have little scrap pieces of paper in different colors, which I will be using to cut out all of these little pieces to create our scene. Now, these are some fun colored cardstock from the Your Paper Insider subscription box. You could also cut out all of these pieces using white cardstock and then probably ink blend or use your alcohol markers and add colors to all those little die cut pieces. Well, I am using my Spellbinders Platinum 6 die cutting machine to cut out all these pieces. Once I have all my pieces ready, I like to store them in this tray by Cat Scrappiness. Now, I use this tray usually to store my sequences or gems while I'm adding sparkle on my cut front. But this is big enough and perfect to store all of those little die cut pieces together. Now, if you take a closer look, you can see that all of these little pieces can be layered beautifully. They have etched markings on them, which makes our work a lot more easier. That's the beauty about the dies by Spellbinders. They can be so easily assembled. Everything coordinates perfectly well with each other, be it creating a focal point or an entire background scenes, just like the one we will be creating today. Even though I used colored cardstock to cut out all the little die cut pieces, I want to add some extra color and shading to these pieces for an added dimensional look. Now for that, I will bring my glass mat from Glassboard Studio. This mat that I'm using here measures 9 by 12 inches. These Glassboard Studio mats are made of premium quality glass. They are quick to clean, heat resistant, and stain proof, making them perfect for various mediums directly on the board. This also has a metal backing, which creates a magnetic surface perfect for holding papers, stencils, and lots more. I will be doing some ink blending over the little pieces. It is very easy to clean up all those ink markings from the board. I'm using some really bright pinks from the Simon Says Stamp Positively Saturated ink line, which would definitely stain any other surface. You will also note that as I'm applying glue to these little tiny pieces, the glue gets onto the mat, which I was easily able to clean using a wet rag. Well, once all of my pieces are colored and glued together, we can assemble the stork and the bundle baby, which would be the focal point of our card. I will put some foam tape on both these pieces since I want my focal point to be popped up on the cloudy sky background. For the sky, I cut a piece of blue cardstock to 4 by 5 and quarter, which is slightly smaller than a standard A2 size card base. Then, using the cloud die, I cut three layers of the cloud. The first one using bright blue color, the second would be white, and the third layer using a very light gray color. I layered all of these clouds over one another using liquid glue and then cut off any of those extra pieces that were hanging from the edge of our cardstock panel. I then assembled the stork and our bundled baby towards the top of the card panel. Don't forget to add those little tiny stars scattered in the sky. Well, I did use foam tape for my focal point because I wanted to pop up and give an extra dimension to our focal point, and I used some liquid glue for the stars. I love how cute and adorable this little scene turned out to be. Now, before I stuck the panel onto a card base, I decided to add my sentiment strip. which is a letterpress sentiment that says, "Welcome, little one," which I thought was perfect for our little scene. I then adhered this panel on top of an A2 size note card. To finish off the card, I added some sparkle using my Spectrum Noir glitter brush pen, highlighting the pinks on the card. Well, here's a closer look at the finished card. I absolutely love how this card turned out. I hope you had fun watching today's video and got inspired. All the supplies that I used to create this card can be found linked in the description box below. Please note that all of these links are affiliate links, which means that if you shop using one of my links, I get a small commission at no cost to you guys. Thank you again for joining me today. Until next time, stay safe.